So this isn't even necessarily going to be considered a Call of Duty video. It's definitely Call of Duty, but it's not really going to be concentrating too much on that. I just figured it would be much more fitting to talk about this kind of thing while playing Call of Duty. So that day is over, but some crazy shit happened. So on top of that, obviously, I released a P.O. Box opening video, which is doing really well. I think we ended up on like number 20 in trending or some shit like that, which is really cool. Even while like getting demonetized or flagged or whatever the fuck, it still manages to hit trending, so there's that. So what I mean by something really special happened yesterday, and not to take anything away from Gwit or anything, but yesterday FaZe actually recruited somebody, a player specifically for the purpose of creating episodes slash contributing to Team Tajas and whatever. FaZe ended up recruiting Testy. FaZe Testy now. He used to be in Red and then he ended up leaving, but I think he ended up leaving Red simply because he already knew he was getting in FaZe. Apparently a portion of the grind squad actually already knew this for a little while and they didn't tell me, and they just, every single time I asked about it, I was just kind of like fucked off. Easy, baby. My first game on, too. Now, I know a lot of people, some of you guys, probably a lot of you guys, probably haven't even ever heard of Testy, but he is an extremely good player, and a couple years ago, FaZe used to specifically recruit people just for being good at Call of Duty. Now, the fan base is kind of split up between the people that found FaZe. A lot of people, I would say actually the majority of people found FaZe at this point. Because FaZe has grown much more through the lifestyle slash vlogging side of everything, that's when everybody really blew up. Everybody just has seen like a disgusting amount of growth ever since they switched to the like vlogging slash lifestyle kind of thing. And basically everybody was losing hope over the years. Yes, it's been years since FaZe has recruited a player specifically for being a player. Besides recruiting Gwit for the fourth time? I don't know. Basically, Gwit gets back in whenever he wants to come back and not quit. Gwit did a lot of soul searching, trying to figure out, you know, what he's gonna do, went to school, figured out all sorts of shit, experienced life, and realized, you know, FaZe is what he really wants to be a part of. So he comes back, and obviously that was hyped, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't I guess, a formal recruit in the sense of a brand new player. So the FaZe player roster consists of, what, 10 players or so? Maybe less? I'm not really sure. I don't want to start naming people off in my head and then forget somebody, offend people or whatever. I don't mean anything by it. It's just, you know, trying to remember everybody specifically off the top of my head is just not gonna happen. I would say that there's more players in FaZe than there is, like, you know, the vlogging and all that other shit. Contrary to popular belief and just bullshit that people spout all the time on social media, people just act like there's no players in FaZe. And there are players in FaZe, just people don't go out of their way to look for them and whatever. They don't bother with it. They just see, like, you know, the biggest members and just assume that's pretty much it. And even though we did have players to be able to produce really, really nice team Tajas, in my opinion, I think they're really nice team Tajas, we did need a bit of help. And Testy is a monster. Like, I mean, a freak. If you like Call of Duty, if you still care about montages and shit like that, and it'd be kind of weird for you to click on this video about FaZe recruiting players and shit again if, you know, you didn't really care about it at least a little bit. This is a really good sign. FaZe even, obviously, they quoted my tweet after basically saying, like, Testy committed to joining FaZe for years. And obviously, other people have done that, but this guy has grinded a disgusting amount, played each and every single game. The man even played Infinite Warfare, got the Master Prestige, considered one of, if not the best Black Ops 3 sniper, one of the best World War II snipers at the moment, one of the highest level snipers in the community. He grinds like no other. He's like ranked over like top 150 or something like that on the leaderboard, you know, past all the people that were boosting and shit like that at the start. And obviously with him being in the grind squad, I know him a little bit better personally than a lot of other people. The main thing about Testy with him, obviously, there's a lot of really amazing, just great players out there that a lot of people are starting to campaign for right now, but there's always more to improve on, not just in, you know, your play style or you hitting clips or you being consistent with your uploads on your channel. Testy's been uploading consistently. We got the kill cam here. We got 1, we got 2, 3. I mean, that guy wasn't playing, so it was a little bit of a freebie there, but number 4 right there. He uploads consistently. He's from Georgia. It's a country. I didn't even know that was a place until this man, okay, sorry, ignorant American, but I didn't even know that was a country until I talked to this man and he explained, you know, how things are and where it's located and all this shit. So he's international. And I would say the biggest thing that a lot of people underestimate here and where a lot of people tend to fall flat is you could be a really great player, but if you're a fucking idiot, and I mean, I'm an idiot, but I mean, if you're a fucking idiot and all you're doing is going on Twitter and talking shit and arguing with people and just not really being, I don't even want to say professional because that really does drain the personality out of a lot of things. I'm not saying that you need to be a robot on social media or anything like that, but if you're just going around telling people to get fucking venereal diseases and constantly complaining and crying and why am I not in the top 5? Why is this? Why is that? FaZe is this, FaZe is that. And if all you're doing is crying and not actually grinding, why should we even look at anybody that's just sitting there talking all this shit? Now, there's nobody that's blacklisted from this team, okay? But just know that this shit does count against you. This will be brought up. Testy doesn't even do any of that. Even the difference between him on video and off video, this guy is just not an idiot. He doesn't sit around and complain about, you know, why am I not in FaZe yet? Why is this? Why is that? He just grinded. Set a goal for himself years ago and just grinded his ass off. Now, I know a lot of people are just gonna sit there and shrug their shoulders or cringe at it and be like, is this really like that serious? It's just a Call of Duty team. Go for something like this, it should be a passion. Like, joining FaZe changed my fucking life. Even though necessarily I wasn't really trying to join, it was just something that happened and I was like, yeah, okay, sure, thank you so much. 'Cause at that time, all I was doing coming home greasy as fuck, screaming at my camera and shit, making videos often, and it happened for me. So we got the gaming house now. I don't really know if Testy's gonna be moving in or not. I'm not really sure about all those plans and whatever, but it is a legitimate thing. FaZe is looking to pick up players again, and this is something that people have been asking for years, and it may just be years too late for some people. A lot of people have given up, and that's completely understandable. I've seen people express their frustrations for years with a lot of hard assumptions, no leeway to, you know, convince otherwise, and just managing to convince themselves that there's no way. A lot of people have given up, but Testy just kept going, and going. And I'm not talking about just all of a sudden start grinding now, and then even if there is like some sort of recruitment challenge or something like that, or you're seeing people get picked up and you feel like, oh, that's it for a long time, now I'm fucked. I'm not saying to drop out of school and start, you know, dropping grades and shit like that for this kind of shit, but it's not just something where you just, you know, wake up and be like, okay, I'm gonna go for this RC, and then, oh shit, I lost. No, well, time to quit again. Now, again, I'm not confirming or denying that there's gonna be a recruitment challenge or anything like that, but FaZe is recruiting, period. I feel like if there's any real standout-ish way that you can get recognized at this moment, is to obviously just grind like you have been grinding. Submit your clips to the FaZe top 5 so, you know, you can get some hype around your name if the community doesn't already know it and they're not spamming their hashtag blank, whatever your name is. Get that hype going, get your hashtags going. Now, obviously, when we're recruiting, it's a collective thing. There's not one person that just decides, oh, I want this person in, and they're in automatically. It's people that are, you know, looking at each other. Hey, what's your experience with this guy? What do you think about their content? Do you think they're a good player? Do you think, you know, they're consistent enough? Things like that. All those things that go into it. It's something that's discussed as a collective. So the reason I'm putting emphasis on the FaZe top 5, because, you know, obviously it puts your name out there in front of at least a good amount of people, potentially more people than you're used to. And I remember all of the people that end up placing in these things, and obviously since it's just on YouTube, you can go back, look at them, quick links to their channel, everything. I know this might be like kind of the general how to join FaZe video, and I've made a video similar to this before, but it's been years. I figured a lot of people have come and gone during the years. They don't really know exactly, you know, what should be done, and a lot of people need a constant reminder here. Not just talking about vloggers or anything, they are specifically looking for players as well. Basically what I'm saying is use Testy as a baseline to figure out what you can be doing better, and just constantly improve, and eventually you will be noticed. I do know that this video doesn't have a lot of entertainment value. I didn't even plan to like hit any clips or go for anything during this video. I figured I would talk to everybody, clear up some things, let everybody know exactly what's going on, especially if they haven't seen the tweets and the announcements, because yesterday was a very busy day, and even throughout this week is probably still a really busy time for a lot of people. So yeah, that's what's going on. If you want to join FaZe, that's what you got to do. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Again, yesterday's video, the holiday PO box opening went up. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. Also, before that, I uploaded my first Fortnite video, which I think ended up being like restricted or something because I put the word kills in the title or some shit. So I'll have to work better on that, but probably a Fortnite video coming up tomorrow unless something else comes up or an idea pops into my head. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later. I got pussy in my